Everyone is taking Ozempic right now. Literally everyone.
There's a looming fiscal crisis in America. It threatens to destabilize almost everything.
In fact, it's going to bankrupt Medicare.
Over a drug so revolutionary that it could solve a generation's worth of health problems.
They're seeing a positive side effect of those weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy, and that's a diminished craving for alcohol.
We're now learning they may have cardiovascular benefits, maybe mental health benefits, and now the latest is anti-cancer benefits.
Let me show you something interesting.
Isn't it crazy that people talk about this like it's the best drug in the world, and literally the main thing it does for people that aren't diabetic is it just stops them from wanting to eat.
These are $50 bills. Here's how much a month of Ozempic cost in the UK. And here's how much it costs in Denmark, where Novo Nordisk, the company behind it all, is headquartered. Now,
it's that cheap in the UK, really?
Here's how much that same list price is in America.
Adderall has been suppressing hunger since the I mean, look at cigarettes. Look how much nicotine has suppressed people's appetites. Unlucky. Oh my god, 700, 700. Let's go. Hey, over $1,000. Oh my god, America. Oh my god, America, you're cooked. Boys, you're cooked. I'm sorry. That's awful. How are we getting the best deal for once? It's like buying a PS5. We have to pay more than like anyone else.
Its sister drug, Wegovy, has similar prices. So do all the GLP-1 drugs.
That is, they are they are doing that on purpose so people can't get access to it, surely.
And this disparity has massive...
Like in the UK, if it's so cheap in the UK, that has to be like some kind of plan.
If half of the adults in our country with obesity took Wegovy
Talk to her.
and the other new weight loss drugs, it would cost us $411 billion.
My diet is Ozempic and snus washed down with lean. Well, that you're basically like calorie neutral, aren't you? Because you're drinking all the Sprite.
Every year. That is $5 billion more than what Americans spent on all prescription drugs at the pharmacy counter in 2022.
The company behind this revolution is called Novo Nordisk.
Got released from the hospital. I went to the store after. This shit is a cheat code NGL. I'm on wheels and people let me in front of them in queues.
There's a guy who made a dono the other day that he lost his I think he had like an injury or something and he lost the use of his legs, and he's been coming into like every stream just bragging about it, how it's basically a superpower. It's genius. Like I've never seen someone have such like a life-changing injury and they just make the best of it.
And this year, Novo became more valuable than the entire economy of its home country. We spoke to politicians, drug pricing experts, and policy advocates to understand who is currently benefiting from this revolution and who's paying the price. We found a story of a miracle drug, its eye-watering price tag, and the unlikely alliance trying to make it accessible for all Americans.
Our office has never questioned the effectiveness of these drugs. We're simply questioning what we're having to pay for them.
That's Dale Falwell. He's the state treasurer of North Carolina. He oversees North Carolina's public employee health plan, which covers almost 750,000 firefighters, teachers, and public servants.
Our state health plan is under siege because of the
Rainbow Six Siege?
high cost of these weight loss drugs.
In 2021, 2,800 North Carolina public employees
Honestly,
were
the
prescribed
best part
GLP-1
of it is probably Crimson A1. Hope it gets animated someday.
Thank you, Paranom, for the 10.
for weight loss. And then the drugs went viral.
Ozempic.
I remember even South Park did a bit about Ozempic.
And Wegovy, popular weight loss drug.
I saw one guy who took Ozempic. He was a fitness guy, and he took it to lose 5 kilograms. Should he have really started Ozempic to lose 5 milligrams? No, definitely not. He's a moron. This guy was already shredded, by the way. But you know how like people that are shredded and they're ripped and they make their entire lives about working out, they actually suffer with like some of the worst body dysmorphia imaginable. Like he took some of it to lose weight, and I think he said the way it worked is like he ate normally and he was like, this isn't working. But then he kind of realized like whenever he'd eat, he'd leave a little bit left over, and he was like, no, that's enough. Like I don't want that. I'm okay.
We were looking at potentially spending $170 million on this weight.
Wait, milligrams? Did I say milligrams? No, kilograms. No, I said 5. I meant 5 kilograms. Sorry, I was reading the box on screen.
GLP-1 drugs for weight loss.
Yeah, he wanted to lose 5 milligrams of fat.
And then the drugs went viral.
Ozempic and Wegovy. Popular weight.
Yeah, no, I was reading the milligrams on the sides of here, but yeah, no, it was 5 kg he wanted to lose, which is literally nothing.
Lost drug Wegovy.
We were looking at potentially spending $170 million on this weight
5 millislaps.
loss drug for about 25,000 users.
I mean, if anything, that really shows how cooked like the developed world is, right? Because it's like we wouldn't need a drug like this to stop people from eating if the quality of food we had was just better.
So I think it's really
There's so much like conveniently packaged like snack food and stuff like that, but to actually make like a proper meal, it just takes so long. That's why me as a 27-year-old man, mummy cooks all my food.
really important for your viewers
Mummy cooks all my food, and very little of it is ultra processed.
to think about the context of what $170 million is.
Earlier this year, North Carolina gave 250,000 public retirees a one-time 4% bonus. The cost was roughly the same.
In my tenure as the state treasurer of North Carolina, I've never seen something come on this strong and this quickly in terms of the expense.
North Carolina's crisis?
I mean, honestly, we just kind of live off Gusto. Gusto is like a competitor to HelloFresh that all the YouTubers shill, but we actually live off Gusto because we couldn't get HelloFresh to where we live. But Gusto's really good. I think it's like, I think 95% of all the ingredients aren't processed, ultra processed. I mean, most stuff is processed, but it's ultra processed. You got to stay away from.
It's a gold mine for Novo Nordisk.
It's pretty healthy stuff, to be fair. It's basically just like you just get sent a box, and then it's just like all the meat and then the bread, the carbs. You've obviously got to cook it yourself and that, but like all the measurements are already done for
Have
you.
you seen the shadow animation yet? It's peak. Also, why spend 1k on Ozempic when you can just use Fent? Same results.
That's true. I haven't seen the animation yet. No, thank you for the 10, Yappy. Did you see the day before devs returning and asking for money for a new game? No. Can you link that?
They have a patent or a legal monopoly on the drug. And being the only company that can sell a revolutionary drug turned Novo from an afterthought into a global titan. Just look at these numbers. 10 years back, it had $4 billion in profit. Last year, over $12 billion.
Damn.
Since launch,
I mean, there's a lot of diabetic people and there's a lot of fat people.
Novo has sold nearly 38
So it really doesn't surprise me.
billion worth of the drugs, which has helped fund the same amount in dividends and stock buybacks for shareholders.
I think that there's got to be some nasty side effect about that we're not going to know for years, though. Surely. There has to be. Because they're literally saying it like it can help with dementia and stuff like that. Like it's an absolute wonder drug. Like there has to be a downside to it.
It's estimated that last year, 2.6% of the profits on this drug for Novo Nordisk came from our state health plan, not from our state.
But you like fat people, right? Is that a bad thing? Shut up.
From our state health plan, specifically.
Falwell tried to negotiate with Novo and the state's pharmacy benefit manager
It instantly kills you after 5 years, like even if you used one.
around the
It's like It Follows or something.
price of the drugs.
When you're trying to negotiate with someone who is consistently putting profits over patients, you can see how those negotiations can break down very quickly.
And so the NC State Health Board made a tough decision.
North Carolina is dropping its coverage for a popular diabetes and weight loss medication.
Thank you, Rosie, for the 24 months.
We think that all states are...
Oh my god, bro. The day before, they actually put out... Yeah, thanks for the link, Lev. Hang on. Everyone deserves a second chance. We deeply apologize to everyone for the day before, and we take full responsibility for what happened. Check out our plan, Fantastic 2.0, where we share how we'll fix our past mistakes and are preparing to return better. There's no way they're coming back, bro. There's no way. Oh my god, they're actually trying it. I would literally just take the money, run away, and then rebrand. Like, the fact that they actually are trying to come back. Regaining trust will be tough, but we're motivated to make more games if our Kickstarter succeeds. With its all-or-nothing model, Contributions will be refunded if we miss the target. We value your support and all funds will go to development, not profit. They have some balls doing this. They have some major cojones for trying something like this. Once you helped us create Fantastic through Kickstarter today, we need your help again to bring Fantastic back. The community notes, warning, potential scam. Like the fact that it's in all caps as well, like just as a warning. Warning, potential scam. They might as well have added, like, you know, like the little red alert, the little siren emojis, just like warning, this is a scam. Before you consider giving Fantastic money, remember that they lied about the state of the day before to investors, volunteers, and the gaming community. What do they link?
This video is brought to you by Ridge and...
Oh yeah, I remember Skillup did a video on it.
Zombies have been a...
And then Big Bus did a video on it as well. Oh god. That's crazy. Didn't you all release a junkware scam of a game and then lash out at everyone for calling it terrible? We recognize that the end result fell short of expectations. What do you mean? You kept the game up. You kept the game up for like 2 days. And then you pulled it. I remember playing that game on stream and they literally added in like fake gunshot sounds into the background atmosphere to make it out that there was more people playing it. We take full responsibility for that. Our ambitious goals combined with an indie budget and a small team led to what we see now. We've drawn conclusions and will hopefully delight players with new games in the future. You guys declared the game a financial failure in 2 days. When Steam doesn't even pay out until a month after. I have a really weird feeling this isn't going to work out well for you guys. Yeah, I wonder why. We realize that it will be difficult to regain the trust of the audience, but that doesn't mean that nothing needs to be done. We are fully motivated and will put that motivation into our next projects. We hope we will live up to your expectations. The scam is back. We'd like to point out that Kickstarter operates on an all or nothing basis. Yeah, I mean, because you need the money. You need to hit the goal or they shut you down. That doesn't like mean it's going to be a good product. Oh, look at that, guys. They made one of their games free on Steam. Escape Factory. Oh, this is an upcoming game. Oh my god, they're doing like Satisfactory. They made Fall Guys. They actually lost out on the day before, so now they're making Fall Guys. They are making Fall Guys. Oh, God. They are doing anything to, like, just bury that game. That's insane. I just don't... That, like, whoever got access to their account, man, they are the bravest person I've ever seen. Wow. Regaining trust will be tough. Yeah, it definitely will be. How do you possibly expect anyone to part with money after the intentional, deceitful practices previously? Not just those who invested, but also to Epic and the Unreal team. I'd suggest if you had actual love for development, find a respectable studio to work for where you aren't responsible for other people's money or investment. We understand that we've disappointed the audience, and it is a pity that we're not able to deliver on our promises. The gaming industry is complex. What? What? I mean, it is. It is. Like, there's so many game studios that are dying right now. Like, Ubisoft is one of them. But, like, oh my god. You literally took everyone... Do you remember as well how they had that thing as well where, like, they had, like, unpaid work? They were like, oh, if you're a fan of the game, can you, like, mod our Discord and stuff? Can you run our Discord for us? Can you help us develop the game for free? You'll get a t-shirt. Danny on PC. Oh, that's a name I've not seen in years. Based. What did he say? Why not start a new studio? It'd be an easy way out. There'd be no chance for us to rehabilitate ourselves. The audience and its trust. The thing is, they're treating it like it's a No Man's Sky thing, where it's like, oh, we'll be able to actually, you know, win the trust back of the fans. We have a good foundation. The problem is with No Man's Sky, there was a good foundation. Just the game sucked, but they built on that. There is no foundation here. The game has been taken off Steam. They're not, by the look of it, they're not even working on a new day before or an updated version. They're literally just doing other games. You need to fix the game that people weren't happy with. You can't just like start a random new project. Usually I encourage devs, but wrap it up, boys. You guys literally failed everyone. Lamau. We understand your disappointment. Okay, are they... They're saying the same thing. This might be copy-pasted. Also, is that... Okay, that's a Payday 2 picture. I was going to say, if it's Payday 3, it's like that is a dead game calling another game a dead game. Like, that would be the worst case of friendly fire I've seen in my life. They're actually replying to everyone. This kind of reminds me, honestly, like, when the Payday 3 devs on Twitter were just replying to people with, like, 1 follower. It was really sad. Like, they were doing anything they can to, like, try and rebuild the fan base, but that game is just... I mean, hang on. Let's have a look at Payday 3. Did they... Is it fixed? I mean, 2K isn't that bad, though. It did have a bit of a spike in September, at least. Oh, that's good. Oh, no, that's actually an improvement. No, that's fair. Okay, they've actually had an... Oh, no, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they've actually had a fat improvement. All right. Fair enough. The game might not actually be dead. Still fucking boring, though. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, the fact that they're actually going to come back... Hang on a minute. I want to check out their website again. Do they have one? Okay. They've got a plan for recovery, boys. Let's have a look at this. Oh, God, that's... Why is it a PDF? Let's have a look at this. Fantastic plan for recovery. Honesty. From now on, our development and marketing will be based on the principle of honesty. We commit to building trust within our community through direct and honest communication. So basically what they're doing now is like an apology tour. They're just going around to everyone on Twitter being like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone said the Pepsi document. We commit to openly communicating the challenges we face without concealing any details. All aspects of our marketing will remain clear, transparent, and free from embellishments. Someone said check out Payday 2 on Steam. Oh, I mean, Payday 2 will be dominating, like, no matter what. It's probably got over, like, 30k people. Oh. 14. I mean, half of that. Jesus, though. That's still miles better. Wow. God damn, compared to 2K players? Jesus. I mean, it has been on a bit of a downward trend, but that's what should happen when Payday 3 came out. That's crazy how there's still such an active... Like, how many people have autism? That's insane. I really do like Payday 2, though. I couldn't ever play it again, I don't think, though. All aspects of our marketing will remain clear, transparent, and free from embellishments. Transparency. I'm trans. We understand the mistakes and absence of past communications. We commit to ensuring transparency in development and openly providing honest and comprehensive information. We will actively engage with the community on our platforms, particularly Discord. I mean, I get it, but could you imagine it's like they just say, it's like, we'll talk to you guys on Reddit. To ensure everyone... Isn't it funny? They say the word trans and then also Discord. Curious. To ensure everyone else is informed and involved. We'll provide regular development progress reports to keep the community updated at every stage of our work. Before the official release of any product, we will offer free open betas for early testing to gather feedback and ensure the highest quality. Professionalism. They're trans? Wait, they're actually trans. Oh my god. This is a big development, guys. This is a big development. Rent-free. We're transitioning from a volunteer-driven approach to one firmly rooted in professionalism. Our objective is to gather industry professionals and specialists and improve our existing employee skills. Now, that's funny, because originally what they did is basically hired a bunch of fans and said, can you work on our game for free? That'd be epic. We will continuously raise all standards and practices, aspiring to become the company that earns your trust and admiration. Wow. Oh, everyone's saying they went woke. They went woke. It's like, okay, guys, We were appealing to the wrong demographic. We're now woke. Strengthen community engagement. Active community engagement in the development process will be achieved through regular updates, feedback loops, and community events on Discord and other social media. Transparency will be enhanced through frequent communication and regular development updates, ensuring the community remains informed and engaged. Raise development standards. Expand professionalism. Enhance brand identity. I mean, yeah, you could release the game and like make sure you've actually secured the trademark. That'd be good because you didn't do that last time. The rebranding process will be completed to align Fnatic's identity with its new core values of honesty, transparency, and professionalism. Could you imagine the new logo is just like so transparent you can't even see it? Like, guys, we're trying to be more transparent now. We're trying to be more open, and then the logo is just like invisible. Brand rebuilding. Oh, good luck. Oh wow, they actually made a new logo. That looks like a team. That looks like an esports team in Fall Guys. Are you joking? Are you joking? Is that just meant to be Finland? Are you joking? That's terrible. Wow. Hey guys, look at our new brand. Look at our new logo. This is literally the Pepsi logo. This is the Pepsi logo document that I laughed at like a year ago. Oh my god, they're doing the Pepsi bit. The new... Okay, if you guys don't know, Pepsi... hang on. Pepsi did a logo change. They paid someone from like... They paid someone like an insane amount of money to make the change. And it's just... It is actually a meme. It is awful. Look at this. They're doing the exact same thing as the Pepsi logo. Look at this. Breathtaking. Oh my god, they're using the same colors. Oh my god, they stole it from Pepsi. Oh my god, they stole it. Trajectory of innovation. Convention, innovation. Convention, innovation, DNA. It's so hard to like understand what anything is being said here. It is just absolute schizo ramblings. It is just peak schizophrenia. The investment in our DNA leads to breakthrough innovation and allows us to move out of the traditional linear system and into the future. So as you see, the convention becomes the innovation, then the DNA becomes the future. But the future is also interpolated by the convention and the innovation. Continued investment provides us with a clear resource for innovation. Just the mini logo. It's like Outer Wilds, like planets just orbiting each other. I don't get it. I don't know what he was smoking. I don't know what he was smoking, man. This is back in 2008. Whoever did this and submitted this to Pepsi, you guys deserve an award for how well you scammed this company. Because the fact they actually changed their logo because of this is crazy. I mean, I get it. The old logo wasn't that appealing. Like, have you guys seen Apple's old logo? Hang on. Their first logo was actually terrible. Yeah. Like, it's good for the time. But look at this. You see how the first logo, it's like, I don't know, Isaac Newton or something, like, before the apple dropped on his head? But then, like, they did... Wait, they were gay? They did apple... They did gay apple, black apple, silver apple, mercury apple, and then grey apple. Like, nothing changed after 77, by the way. Nothing changed. Nothing. And they tried to, like, revitalize this whole logo. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. What have you done? You took a scan? You took a scan of the Mona Lisa. The proportions of the human face. What has that got to do with the Pepsi logo?
Don't act like you didn't make a similar length document to explain to your accountant why you need to commission fat furry art.
Dude, I wish I could get fat art as a business expense. I really wish I could. I tried to get it past my accountant. It just didn't work. Oh, here we go. We got the emotions here. One identity, multiple emotions. So that's like XD. He's on Fent. He wants more Fent. He's about to pass out. He's having a slight stroke. Now he's quirky. I don't know what that is. Now he's smiling again. Now he's doing the Joker. He's doing the Joker. He's got the little knife scars. And now he's tapped out. He's about to yap about something, and that guy's watching Pyro live. So I don't understand. Like they're getting these emotions and stuff, and then they're, oh my god, not the color theory. This just shows that the people at the top of the food chain, the billionaires, are no more smart than like the average poor. Like it genuinely. Anyway, The new Fantastic brand, embodied by its vibrant blue logo and bold geometric design, represents more than just a mere visual update. It signifies the company's renewed commitment to transparency and honesty. The clear, modern aesthetic symbolizes a fresh beginning, highlighting a focus of clear communication and openness with the community. Subtle retro elements in the design honor the classic gaming era. Yeah, remember the day before? That was a classic game from the gaming era. Classic gaming era. Merging nostalgic and forward-looking vision. How does that look nostalgic, bro? It looks like Fall Guys. This new identity stands as a strong declaration of Fantastic's dedication to building trust and aligning its actions with the principles of transparency, honesty, and professionalism as it progresses into the future. Our mission is to create games that will be loved for decades. I mean, mate, to be fair, your mission should be to make games that last more than 2 days on the Steam store, but that's just me. Our vision is to become one of the most loved game companies by creating fantastic, innovative, and emotionally engaging experiences. Again, shooting a bit far, mate. Just have something that lasts more than 2 days on the Steam store. The plan for recovery. Wow, that was amazing. God, that was amazing. That was amazing. I shed a tear. Like, you couldn't see it, but I was actually crying that entire presentation. Oh, God. I don't know how they keep getting away with it. Actual Jesse Pinkman, he can't keep getting away with this. It was a 7-page document. It was a 7-page document. Someone said Kino document. The entire... Oh, Danny DeVito applauding. Oh, yeah. The one where he's, like, crying, and the caption is, like, this fucking sucks. Yep. Notice how they make a PDF document instead of making any games. Wait, is this Sony?
They're under siege because of what I will call price gouging. This is not something that I think is particular to the state of North Carolina.
So I've been doing this kind of costing work for a decade, and unfortunately 40,000 profit margins seem extreme, but they're not uncommon for patent medicines.
That's Melissa Barber. She's a health economist at Yale University and an expert on how much it costs to manufacture pharmaceutical drugs. Earlier this year, she published a paper with Doctors Without Borders. Her paper estimated how much it would cost to manufacture various diabetes medicines with a reasonable...
The apology was good. I mean, they addressed everything, to be fair. But yeah, it's like, surely you'd try to make the game and make it better. Like build on the game instead of just giving up on it.
Profit margin.
Like, that's not going to get anyone to download your stuff, man.
The estimated cost for semaglutide, which you might know as Ozempic, is 89 cents per month. And that's if you assume a 10% profit margin. So if you assume a 50% margin...
Will I play Fear and Hunger? I'm probably going to do like an all-day stream of it tomorrow.
It becomes about just under $5.
Like a Saturday stream, do a couple runs of the game.
Just a reminder. The list price for Americans isn't $5 or even $50. It's about $1,000.
So when we think about what a fair price...
Yeah, I'm getting the React Andy out the way today to be able to do Darkwood tomorrow.
...for medicine is, the manufacturing cost isn't the only thing to take into account, but it's certainly a key part of the discussion.
You said that yesterday? Yeah, but then I did a back workout for 2 hours, and then I did a 5K run straight after, and now I'm tired. I'm eepy.
Melissa's study went viral, or about as viral as an academic study on
Wait, did I say Darkwood? I meant Fear and Hunger.
Generic manufacturing.
Yeah, no, I'm having a stroke. I'm so tired.
Manufacturing can go.
In March, researchers at Yale found that
blockbuster diabetes drug Ozempic can be manufactured for under $5 for a month.
Dude, you know how you could like really grind my gears? Like really annoy me? If like imagine how much fat art I commission, and then if someone commissioned art of my character taking Ozempic, that would actually be the worst thing imaginable. Genuinely.
Pyro, you cooked well with the Darkwood video. I am currently playing, and I could not believe how scary it can be. I really hope next main video will not take such long time.
Wait, where's that comic with the Joker? This is such a good animation. I love this animation.
Ooh, this is going to be so good. I've been hoping to get a good
Why are you saying sigh? It's funny. It's funny.
Hello?
Hello, fat fetish artist.
Need a commission?
Yes, I'd like to commission a weight loss comic, please.
What? Hey, you listen here, you son of a bitch!
I actually, the funny thing, you know what the funny thing is? I don't think anyone has actually ever commissioned that in their entire life. Isn't that crazy how many, like, depraved, disgusting kinks there are out there? But no one in the world has a kink for losing weight. Isn't that crazy? Like, I've seen stuff on DeviantArt where people get off to, like, elbows inflating and stuff, man.
You talk about that! I'll tell you where you stand, you son of a bitch! You listen here, man!
Calm down, man, calm down. It's just a simple prank, a little silly gag of mine. I'm no retrobate
You've seen weight loss before? I've seen, like, the muscle mommy stuff like that.
by any means.
I saw one on DeviantArt once, and it was a girl turning into a couch. She turned into a leather couch. Leather quilt. She turned into a couch. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's so good. Like, I always think I'm too far gone, and then you just get reminded stuff like that exists, and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were one of those quacks that don't take my art seriously. All right. What do you actually want?
Right. I'd like a picture of a person in their young college years eating a massive tub of ice cream.
All right, I can do that for you.
And immediately in the next panel, running on a treadmill.
Okay, the bit's over. Is there any comments? Should I control F Pyrocynical and see if there's anything that comes up? Hopefully not. There's no matches. All right, we're safe. We're safe.
Month's supply, and that's with the
I fell off, boys. I fell off. The bit's dead.
company still making a profit.
No clout. No clout. It's over.
Saying that this work is not exactly popular by industry.
Shortly after her study was published, Novo's CEO Lars Jorgensen addressed her study.
I'm actually quite disturbed by a number like that, because I don't think that's a true representation of what it costs to produce medicine. I think it brings false hopes to patients that anyone can produce at that price.
But here's the thing. Melissa's research isn't just some wild guess. Sanofi, one of the largest insulin manufacturers, told Congress that its production cost is $1.42 per vial. Melissa's previous work had estimated it between $1.16 and about $5. And it gets more interesting. Just a few months ago, a rival pharmaceutical company cited Melissa's study as a reliable method for estimating drug production costs. When you saw Novartis was citing you, what level of vindication did you feel there?
I think I just felt sad for whoever cited it, because it's just some scientist who doesn't really understand that, you know, he's going to get a call from someone in public relations later, and it's not going to go well for him. The public is just wildly disadvantaged when it comes to drug price negotiation, right? One side knows real costs, and the other side doesn't. So this study is just one piece of it.
I think the really scary thing is, like, because it's so expensive in America, you're literally going to have people that will just do, like, homebrew stuff.
A much broader body of work, where I'm trying to even the scales just a little bit.
It's not enough just to point out something's wrong. Eventually, somebody has to fix it.
In July,
and that's gonna be me. Why does he look like the old Superman guy in SpongeBob?
Paul wrote
Is it Barnacle Boy or something?
letter to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. He asked the federal government.
Metformin is a similar weight loss drug to Ozempic, but costs drastically less. Why does it cost less? Why does it cost less? Is it like cheaper ingredients or something?
To enter negotiations with Novo Nordisk to open up patents to generic manufacturers. This would end the company's monopoly, increase drug access, and
it's Mermaid Man, that's right.
lower prices through competition. He told Bloomberg it would also help solve the budget crisis.
If they will lower this price and charge us what they're charging people in their home country, as the state treasurer of North...
I'm still amazed how cheap it is in the UK. Like, usually we pay whatever America pays, probably a little bit less.
Carolina, I think we can budget our way through this.
It has less effects than Ozempic? Ah, right, I see. Is Ozempic like the god tier one? Like, there isn't one that's even better than Ozempic? And it's even more expensive? Because Ozempic is the only one you hear about.
It also puts Falwell, who is a Republican, seemingly on the same side as Bernie Sanders, America's highest-ranking Democratic socialist.
The American people, in my view, no matter what your political view may be, are sick and tired of being ripped off by drug companies and paying the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, including Ozempic.
Are you sure you're not a socialist here?
Well, I'm absolutely sure I'm not a socialist. As I said to Senator Sanders, we've lost the meaning of these words. I think I'm doing the conservative thing, and that is in trying to figure out how to get more out of less.
So I wouldn't exactly describe this as a radical
Wegovy is Ozempic, lol, it's the same thing. Is it just under a different brand name?
or a bold proposal, although I was glad
I mean,
to see
surely
it.
it's a little bit different, right? Oh, the fucking camera died. Ah, my God! Hang on, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Why does the camera keep dying? I think it's all the heat in this room. It's anytime I have my AC on because the room gets too hot, I think, and the camera just shits itself. Give me a sec. There we go.
He's essentially asking that the federal government ask these companies very, very nicely to pretty please license out their intellectual property so we can...
Fantastic hacked your camera. No, they're too busy apologizing. They're too busy apologizing on Twitter.
And increase global supply and lower costs. The government can ask, but the manufacturer still has the right to refuse. The government does have more tools in its toolbox.
Our government, the president, federal
The mic's shut up.
agencies, under existing law, have the power to authorize affordable generic competition at any time.
Is this guy going through an earthquake or something? What's happening?
With
Like, his house is shaking. He's spitting that many facts.
expensive patented products.
That's Peter Marmaduke. He's the director of Public Citizens Access to Medicines Group.
There's a simple provision of law that we call Section
He's like that invested about Ozempic. He's just recording like during an earthquake.
1498. When the government wants to use a patent invention to support public purposes, the rights of the patent holder are to a reasonable royalty.
Right now, those public purposes are pretty dire.
Right now, there's a huge risk that the influx of these medicines is going to break the bank of our federal and state health programs, and they'll no longer be able to pay for all the health services that our families need.
So if Novo or its competitor like you...
I think honestly, one thing that helped me lose weight is like intermittent fasting. That helps a lot. Like after like 8 p.m., just don't eat anything. I mean, I get up later in the day, so I can probably eat at like 10 at night, but then I won't eat until like 3 in the afternoon the next day, usually. It's just making that window like as large as possible.
Eli Lilly
That's like why when I get hungry, I just cope on Dr. Pepper.
refuses to license the patent to generic...
Like, I don't know how it works. It's like, it's got like 2 calories in it because it's sugar-free. It probably does break fasting because it's still technically energy, but yeah, I don't really think about it too much.
competitors. It doesn't matter. The government can open up the patent while paying them a royalty.
There's no question that the government can use patented inventions for its own purposes, and it does so all the time for defense technologies, for things like night vision goggles.
Why can't they just make their own Ozempic? I mean, obviously there's patents and stuff, right? But couldn't you... Are the patents that bad that they couldn't even make something like relatively similar?
But the thing is, even the threat of action could be enough to lower the price, because it's been done before.
Another day of germ warfare and still no sign. The worst case of bioterrorism in this country is close to being solved.
One company, Bayer, held a patent on the treatment, and the government was looking to stockpile it.
Bayer both didn't have the supply and was charging way too much. So the government said, we're considering using 1498. And sometimes the history is miswritten. I've seen it miswritten in articles.
Forgot about the hot sauce tuna can. It wasn't that bad. Come on, come on.
They invoked 1498. They never even had to use the power. They just said, we've been thinking about it. And that was enough.
Good night, Pookie. Thank you. The smell of your jeans. Why is this picture that cat? Why is this picture that cat? And he sends that donor.
To kind of half the price.
But there's also other options.
The really low-hanging fruit is just negotiating a better price, something that until very recently Medicare was legally not allowed to do.
That's the main reason why Ozempic costs thousands of dollars in America, but a fraction abroad. Governments in nearly every other rich country negotiate prices with pharmaceutical companies. Why not America? The administration that pressured Bayer into lowering the cost of anthrax medication also made it
Ozempic
illegal
and
for
Wegovy
Medicare
are
to
different. The first controls diabetes and the latter is weight loss and considered non-essential. Because of this, insurance does not cover Wegovy. That's why I take phentermine, which is just legal speed.
You take phentermine? Thank you. Ozempic for the 10. Yeah. So wait, I could just go buy Ozempic, right? Like it's not like steroids where it's like kind of sussy. Like I could just go to my doctor and be like, I want to buy some. You can't just do that, right?
Negotiate drug prices. We made a video about it. You should check it out.
I thought it's one of those things that you have to be prescribed. Like you have to be diabetic or fat.
But the Biden administration reversed that a bit, thanks to the Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act. Each year, Medicare can negotiate the price of a handful of drugs, but there are some restrictions.
Can you buy Fent? Yeah, you can. You can legally do it. Go to your police station and say, I want to drop off 50 bags of Fent.
The drugs need to be on the market for 7 years, and wouldn't you know it, the FDA approved Ozempic in December 2017, making it eligible for the next round of negotiations.
So it's literally America's own fault because of what they did with Bayer.
Again, like I think that what I lose sleep about is that the situation is so dire and political pressure is so high. The issue is that political pressure has to dissipate somehow. The question is it going to dissipate meaningfully? Are you going to be able to go to the pharmacy and afford your drug?
I have always thanked Novo Nordisk for being an employer and taxpayer in our community. And I've never questioned the efficacy of these drugs. I'm simply questioning what those that teach, protect, and serve are having to pay for them. It's not time to be pointing fingers at anyone. It's time to actually try to solve the problem.
But there has to be a downside to Ozempic, though. Like, it can't just be this perfect drug that doesn't have any downsides.